Another alleged victim using the synonym Mia is now on the stand in the Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial.
A torched Porsche, a shredded fingerprint card, and a celebrity stylist who says he saw Cassie's scalp bleed. Day 11 of the Diddy trial packed more twists than a season finale, and it all happened in one electrifying courtroom session. Today, we're zeroing in on just one day, May 28th, the 11th day of testimony. Before lunch, jurors heard a Los Angeles arson expert link Kid Cudi's burned-out sports car to jealousy over Cassie Ventura. Minutes later, the defense cried foul over missing fingerprints and begged for a mistrial. The judge shut that down, and by mid-afternoon, a former stylist took the stand, painting a brutal picture of violence, threats, and secret freak-offs. Prosecutors now say they're running ahead of schedule and will call an anonymous witness, codenamed Mia, next. Ready to hear exactly how a car bomb, a courtroom joke, and a newborn baby all collided in a single day? Let's jump into day 11. Kid Cudi's Porsche didn't catch fire by chance. At least that's what two Los Angeles investigators told jurors. First up was LAPD officer Christopher Ignacio, who recalled a late-night 2011 break-in at Cudi's Hollywood home. Ignacio testified that nothing was stolen, but the intruder seemed to be sending a message. Minutes later, LA Fire Department arson specialist Lance Jimenez walked the jury through a January 2012 Molotov-style blast that left Cudi's sports car a burnt shell. He called the attack deliberate targeted, and prosecutors tied the motive to Diddy's alleged jealousy over Cassie Ventura. Cudi had started dating her soon after she split from Combs. By linking a home invasion and a flaming Porsche to the same romantic triangle, the government pushed its narrative of intimidation in bright, explosive colors. And just as the jury leaned forward, a paperwork bomb landed on the defense table. Arson expert Lance Jimenez was halfway through his slides when he dropped a grenade of his own. The original fingerprint cards from Cudi's torched Porsche had been discarded years ago. Defense attorney Xavier Donaldson pounced, calling the missing prints prejudicial and demanding a mistrial on the spot. Judge Aaron Subramanian heard him out, then shook his head. No mistrial. Instead, he told jurors to wipe the fingerprint remark from memory and keep listening to the evidence that is on record. The prosecution's timeline survived intact, but the courtroom tension spiked. Denied their do-over, the defense braced as the prosecution rolled out a witness who claimed to see the violence up close. Diddy's former stylist. Enter Deontay Nash, the celebrity stylist who dressed Cassie for nearly a decade, and his testimony landed like a body blow. Nash told jurors he once watched Combs punch and kick Cassie so hard her scalp bled, then bragged that no one would believe her. He said Combs warned Cassie he'd leak private footage if she ever mouthed off, and that she dreaded the late-night freak-off parties she felt pressured to attend. Nash added that the mogul hurled slurs quite a bit, turning glam sessions into fear clinics. Every word painted a picture of control, violence, and humiliation, exactly the pattern prosecutors are trying to prove. The defense sprang up to poke holes, but their cross-examination triggered eye rolls instead of doubt. Defense attorney Xavier Donaldson tried to claw back control, but his cross-examination sputtered. He peppered Deontay Nash with minute timeline questions, so many that two jurors exchanged unmistakable eye rolls. At one point, Donaldson squinted at Nash's tailored blazer and asked, "Is that really what you wore around Mr. Combs?" Nash shot back, "Probably not in your size," cracking up half the gallery and drawing a quick sustain from Judge Subramanian. After nearly an hour of circular grilling, the judge cut things short, telling the defense they could finish tomorrow. And while the courtroom chuckled, prosecutors quietly revealed they're running ahead of schedule, setting the stage for a coded witness named Mia to take the stand next. With the defense stumbling, prosecutors seized the moment. "We're actually ahead of schedule, Your Honor." They now expect to wrap their case in 5 weeks, not 6, keeping Judge Subramanian's July 4th finish line well within reach. Their next move? A shielded witness codenamed Mia, slated to testify on day 12. Court insiders hint she's an alleged victim whose story dovetails with Cassie's, but the details are sealed for safety. The defense grumbled that limited jail access to Combs, cut off at 7 p.m. sharp each night, is crippling their prep. But the judge simply noted the complaint and moved on. Outside the courthouse, a different headline explained why Cassie herself won't be back in the witness chair. While courtroom chatter buzzed about Mia, a quieter story broke online. Cassie Ventura delivered her third child just 24 hours earlier. Prosecutors confirmed the new mom is done testifying. Her deposition and live statements are locked, and they have no plans to recall her. For jurors, that means Cassie's dramatic account of abuse now stands uncontested, frozen in the record, while fresh witnesses add layers around it. For the defense, it removes the chance to chip away at her credibility on redirect. And for everyone watching, The timing underscores the high-stakes contrast of this trial. New life, beginning as a verdict on past horrors, creeps closer. Tomorrow, Mia steps forward. If her story mirrors today's bombshells, Day 12 could eclipse even the car bomb drama. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Day 11 didn't just add evidence, it rewired the narrative. A burned-out Porsche linked jealousy to violence. A discarded fingerprint card teased sabotage but couldn't derail the trial. And a stylist's first-hand account splashed fresh blood onto the prosecution's timeline. Judge Subramanian kept the train on the tracks, prosecutors shaved a week off their schedule, and an anonymous witness named Mia waits in the wings while Cassie cradles a newborn far from the stand. If a single courtroom session can ignite this many sparks, imagine what happens when Mia strikes her match tomorrow. Drop your predictions below and stay tuned. The next day of testimony might be the one that decides whether Diddy's empire stands or crumbles for good.